Hey, happy Friday, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. A nice day to maybe jump start your weekend. Let's bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. A lovely day today. Being out on the roads, though, we do have some traffic, especially in downtown Springfield.
I don't know about you, but this is a little perplexing. It seems like there's a lot of people heading south here. You can see this. This is not quite the evening commute yet, and you can see that we've already got slow going on I-91 southbound. I don't know what's happening in Connecticut, but whatever it is, it must be awfully great because there's a lot of people headed in that direction. So, with that said, keep this in mind that the Friday evening commute apparently is already underway. Have some patience. You can see here that we have the slow traffic, 291 merge into I-91 downtown, southbound, and that slow-moving traffic continues right to the Connecticut state line. There may be some construction. There might be an accident here. We'll look into that and have information for you on 22 News at 5 if this is still a problem. All right, otherwise, the Pike across the valley is looking pretty good. A little slowdown on the Pike westbound there in Ludlow. There's been some ongoing construction there. Let's take a look at temperatures right now, and a little bit warmer than we expected, to be honest with you. Up to 70 now Greenfield, 68 in Springfield and Westfield, 65 in Orange and 66 in Northampton. A little breeze out of the northwest at 13 miles per hour at Westover Air Reserve Base right now, and you can see that we've got clear air overhead. We really could use some rain. It would be great if we didn't have it over the weekend. It looks like at least half the weekend will be dry. We'll show you with our 22 News Storm Team forecast.
The death toll rises to 16 as residents continue to tread through floodwaters after Hurricane Milton in Florida. Milton made landfall as a Category 3 storm Wednesday night in Siesta Key, just 2 weeks after Hurricane Helene battered the southeast. According to the National Grid in Florida, they assisted in the rescue of 330 people and 39 animals since the start of operations. More than 2 million people still remain without power. Governor Ron DeSantis says that Tampa avoided major storm surge. President Biden is expected to visit the state Sunday. Federal officials approved the import of certain IV fluids from overseas following the shortage after Hurricane Helene. The shortage occurred after floodwaters from Helene damaged Baxter International's IV fluid manufacturing facility in North Carolina. That plant supplies roughly 60% of the IV solution used by hospitals in the U.S. every day. The imports will be coming from Baxter facilities in Ireland, the UK, China, and Canada. Earlier this week, the IV company said they hope to restart production by the end of the year. Nearly 24 people were killed and more than 100 others injured in Beirut on Thursday. Lebanese authorities said the Israeli strikes hit a densely packed residential neighborhood of apartment buildings and small shops in the heart of Beirut. The strikes, which targeted the head of Hezbollah's liaison and coordination unit, resulted in the death of at least 22 people and injured 117 others. Israel did not issue evacuation orders or warnings ahead of these strikes and had no previously attacked in the area. Well, officials are investigating an apparent cyber attack that led to unauthorized access to some state employees' online payroll account and direct deposit information. The state comptroller office says someone created a fake website resembling one used by Massachusetts workers. They say a number of state workers used the fake site, giving away user information and direct deposit information. Employees known to be affected by the breach will receive a paper check, not direct deposit, for the current pay cycle. Anyone who receives notice of an unauthorized information change should contact their payroll department. Well, last night on 22 News at 11 o'clock, Brian Lapis showed us a whole list of events happening this weekend. It's a long list.
It is a long list.
It looks like the weather is going to be good at least for half of it.
Yeah, tomorrow is your day. Tonight and tomorrow is your day. So we thought we would start with an event that's happening tomorrow in Indian Orchard. It's the Indian Orchard Food Truck Festival happening on Main Street, 117 Main Street in Indian Orchard to be exact. And this event runs from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So essentially all day. We'll take a little snippet of the day here, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, 65 and sunshine. Sunshine 71, a little breezy tomorrow out of the west, but a nice day for the Indian Orchard Food Truck Festival. Big day tomorrow at UMass Amherst. The Missouri Tigers coming to McGurk Stadium to play the Minutemen tomorrow. Kickoff of this football game is at noontime. Maybe you're getting there early to tailgate. We expect mid-morning temperatures to be in the mid-60s, and then by early afternoon, high temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. Sunshine, again, a breeze out of the west, but a brilliant day for football at McGurk Stadium. Maybe you get a little UMass dining before the game or after the game. Perfect fit. Should be a great day. By the way, it's a maroon out tomorrow at McGurk Stadium, so make sure you wear maroon if you're going to the game. Should be pretty spectacular. And then also tomorrow we have Celebrate East Long Meadow. This is happening at Center Field tomorrow, right in the center of East Long Meadow, running from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunshine 11 o'clock, 65. Sunshine 3 o'clock, 71 degrees. We could be dealing with some rain for Sunday. We'll show you on 22 News at 5.
This year's Nobel Peace Prize is going to a group of survivors of the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, as next year marks the 80th anniversary of the attacks. Those survivors founded an organization dedicated to eliminating nuclear weapons. The committee has put focus on the issue of those weapons, most recently with its award to the International Campaign to Abolish Nuclear Weapons in 2017. Elon Musk has just unveiled Tesla's new robo-taxi. Musk says production could start in 2026 and the vehicle may cost less than $30,000. Musk also showed off a robo-van concept that he says could transport up to 20 people, and an updated version of the Tesla's humanoid robot called Optimus. Well, coming up tonight in 22 News starting at 5 o'clock, last month Hampden County Sheriff Nick Kochi crashed a state-issued vehicle he was driving under the influence. Now he says he will pay for those damages. Plus the latest on the vandalized Mr. Potato Head statue at Bliss Park in Long Meadow. And we'll have a look back at the week on Beacon Hill with our State House Spotlight.
Just a reminder that traffic right now on I-91 southbound is running slower than average as we get the evening commute started, so pack a little extra patience. I guess that's the cliche, right? Otherwise, 91 north of the Pike is looking pretty good. And other than a slowdown here westbound on the Pike near Ludlow, the Pike is also in pretty good shape. We'll update sunshine and showers for the weekend's weather on 22 News at 5.
I guess Mr. Potato Head could be a doctor if he wanted to, right?
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Latest updates and weather anytime all weekend long on our website and the free 22 News app.